What's going on, guys? In today's video we're going to be using Oyassou's best hog deck of all time. Alright, so jumping straight into it here, we're going to be using 2.6, which is Oyassou's favorite hog deck of all time. Definitely a really fun hog deck, and I think it's probably my favorite hog deck as well, alongside the OG Hog EQ deck, so definitely a very fun deck, and yeah, really good deck over the years. I feel like even nowadays 2.6 is actually still quite a good deck. And in the first match, this guy's going to have Flying Machine, as well as those bats earlier. So I'd have to assume it's going to be a Lava Clone deck here most likely, which is actually a pretty hard matchup, but I really do like the kind of nice outplay ability you do have with 2.6 with all your cheap cards and stuff like that. So definitely still have a nice matchup against like even some of the hard counters. You still have like a pretty fine matchup to like outplay them and stuff like that. He's going to go with the Fireball there on our Musketeer, but it's always really important to keep your Musketeers alive. Yeah, really good 1 HP Musketeer. They're going to finish off the Baby Dragon. And we're probably going to be going with like a lot of prediction logs in this matchup, because I'm pretty sure he does have Skeleton Army, but going to be like really bad for us if we don't actually hit it, and he tries to go with this Army on our Hog. So even when I know I'm probably not going to hit this Army, I'm still going to go for the prediction log just to like make sure that we don't like instantly lose the game from him getting that nice Army on our Hog Rider. So I'm going to play my Ice Golem here as well as a Musketeer. Don't really want to pressure right away with my Hog Rider, but I might go with it behind this Ice Golem, depending on what he plays. He'll play the Flying Machine there. Fireball going to do a really good job just fully taking that out. And we can go with this Hog Rider right here. We have the Ice Golem kind of protecting it from a Skarmy or something like that. He'll go with a pretty late Bats right there, but still going to be able to defend his Log Push really well right there. Really good Hog Rider there, but it's kind of like spreading out his Lava Push, so he isn't really able to like clone the Baby Dragon and the Lava. So that was really good for us here. And Baby Dragon will get a few shots on our tower, but yeah, really good defense, and it is going to be double elixir here soon, which could be a little bit sketchy, but we do have also quite good cycle ability in double elixir, I guess you could say, because we have like a lot of Musketeers we could start stacking on the field, and like a lot of Ice Golems and all of that stuff. So yeah, I'm not going to really hit a Skarmy there once again with our Hog Rider plus Log. We do still get 2 shots against that Lumberjack, so really nice for us, and Musketeers should still stay alive. They're probably going to force out something kind of high from him. He will play the Baby Dragon behind his Lava, but I don't really think it's going to do too much. It's probably going to get kind of half destroyed before it even crosses the breach there, so really good defense here, and Musketeer just doing work against his Lava. And yeah, really good early Fireball right there. I kind of just like recognized that we could have already got back from their Fireball if we played a Flying Machine, but we don't really need it right here anyways, just because of the kind of double Musketeer action right here. And Hog might get 2 shots right there. Yeah, really nice 2 shots. I'm going to play my Fireball right here just to make sure we can cycle back to another one before he can really make some type of clone push on us. Yeah, he'll go with the clone push there. Musketeer does end up finishing him off though, so that's pretty good for us, and I think Musketeer should kind of just block the lane right here, so really nice first win here against a pretty difficult matchup. And in the next match, we're going to be up against Petal, who's one of the best recruits players in the game. Should be a really fun match right here. This guy's always so aggressive, so it's pretty fun facing him in my videos. Just like seeing him like spam stuff every time. But he's definitely a pretty good player. He plays like a really off-meta Royal Recruits Goblin Drill deck. He's going to defend our Hog Rider there pretty well with like his Bandit and Drill there, but still going to be like quite a lot of elixir from him. I think our Ice Spirit should finish off this Bandit. Yeah, really good defense right there. Not really too sure how I feel about this match because he does have E-Barbs, I'm pretty sure, and E-Barbs do make it pretty hard to attack very well with our Hog Riders. We can't really get too much damage, especially in single elixir, but I'm just going to go with it right here. Also going to go with the Log just in case he goes with like E-Bars. It should kind of push them back for a second. He does go with the Recruits instead though. Not really too sure why. Maybe he didn't have like E-Bars in Cycle or something like that. And I think Cannon should do a pretty good job. You're going to kind of take out those 2 Recruits on the left lane, as well as help out in the right lane quite a bit. We don't have a Log right away on his Goblin Drill, so I'm just going to go with Ice Spirit plus Skeletons. I could have wasted my Log right there, but I don't really want to spend it right away because I know he has Princess in his deck, so I kind of want to save it for his Princess. And yeah, pretty good Hog Rider right there. A really interesting Hog, but still going to kind of force out that Firecracker, also just like tanking the Bandit for quite some time there. I'm going to go with this Cannon here on his Wall Breaker because I don't even want to log it. I just want to activate my King Tower against his Firecracker. And yeah, I think we got it right here. Always really good to activate your King Tower as soon as possible against any type of Firecracker deck. That's going to help us out massively in this match. And it will be double elixir here shortly, so I'm not really looking too forward to that. This guy really does make it an absolute horror show in double elixir when he like starts spamming his Recruits and his Drills and all of that stuff. I'm just going to log away his Princess here. We kind of need to log on defense against his Goblin Drills, but can't really help it there. Don't want to spend any more important cards like a Musketeer on his Princess. So, yeah, looking pretty good right here. I'm going to surround his Ghost with a set of Skeletons, and I'm going to go in with a Hog Rider. He's gonna go with the drill right here. To be honest, I'm not even sure if he has any E-barbs in his deck. I think he would have used it by now if he did have it. He does sometimes like switch the variation of his deck just slightly, so I guess he's running a little bit of a different version without the E-barbs in his deck this time. Probably gonna have to eat that bandit there on the right lane. Gonna go with a little bit of a late skeletons there. But pretty good defense there with our king tower kind of helping out against everything. And our Hog Riders are always getting value. They're always like forcing out pretty expensive responses or just like getting a couple of shots on his tower most of the time. I'm gonna go with the log here as well, might be able to hit something. He's gonna go with a little bit of a later drill right there, so I'm not gonna hit it with the log, but always good for us when he spends that drill on defense, because it means he can't really pressure us too well after that. He does keep on going with these recruits in the back, but I don't really think they're gonna do too much since we have like really rock solid defense. He doesn't have like any big spell to really kill our musketeers, so that's really nice for me each time. I'm gonna go with this log here, also hitting his firecracker. You have to be a little bit careful of him going with like a drill right away though, because we don't really have any good counter for like a drill besides the like log plus skeletons or something like that. I'm gonna go with an ice golem hog here, probably gonna force out a defensive drill. Yeah, we don't really have the best responses to a goblin drill on offense that he might use, but he doesn't really have any chance to use it on offense since he keeps on having to kind of overspend on defense each time. And yeah, it's really important to protect your musketeers with 2.6 hogs, so I was gonna make sure we protect it as best as we can. You don't always have to overprotect them, but just like protecting them just enough to make sure they still get really nice value for you. Hog Rider gonna kind of tank that bandit there. Now he actually does have E-barbs in his deck. Wasn't really expecting that. I would have expected he would have used them way earlier. I'm not sure why he used them so late there. Really interesting choice by him. He does go with a pretty far back goblin drill there. Not really gonna hit it with the log too well, but still gonna fully deny the damage with our cannon. And this hog might get a couple shots on his tower. Pretty late recruits, so yeah, gonna get two really nice shots right there. I don't think our musketeer will target that princess right away, but still gonna kind of clear up the recruits, so we can just go with the log right now. Do a drill as well. I'm gonna pressure the hog rider, make sure he can't really spend too much on his offensive push. And he keeps on misplacing his drill just a little bit, so that's really good for us, and I think Hog will finish it. Okay, Hog just barely doesn't finish it, but our log should take it right here, so that would be a good game. Alright, hopping in the next match here. I'm not really sure what this guy's playing, so I'm just gonna select my Ice Spirit first. I hope we get a little bit of chip damage on his tower. He does have Cannon Cart. So seeing the Cannon Cart could be some type of mortar deck here, maybe like a drill bridge spam deck as well. Not really too sure. He'll have Minion Horde though, so probably gonna be mortar. Gonna go with an Ice Golem. Gonna also log away his Cannon Cart so it doesn't really advance in our tower. Okay, actually really surprised we defended that so well. I was kind of expecting his Minion Horde to kind of wreck us right there, but really clean defense with our cheap cards here. Gonna go with the Hog Rider right here in the left lane, as well as the Musketeer gonna kind of go in the right lane there. He does have Skeleton as well as a Skarmy there. Pretty unfortunate for us. Was kind of hoping he had like the guards version of the deck, which would have been a lot easier for us right there. But pretty good Ice Golem there, kind of finishing off his Skarmy as well as kiting his Skeleton. Okay, really unfortunate log right there. Was kind of hoping to kill those miscellaneous skeletons, but he does end up getting like that one Larry surviving just to like take pretty much a fourth of our tower right there. Definitely not the greatest start, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't have any big spell in his deck, so we can definitely defend pretty well and hopefully like chip him out with like our fireballs and maybe a few hog hits. He does go with an offensive mortar right here. Not really too sure why he would do that. Gonna go with like that Hog Rider first, then a cannon after, because I was kind of expecting to go with like a cannon cart to hopefully for him block like our cannon right there, but doesn't end up doing it there. He does go with like the pretty late cannon cart, so really nice interaction there for us. Gonna get like a positive 2 elixir trade as well as getting a couple of hog shots. Really good choice there to go with an Ice Golem instead of like skeletons right away. I was kind of hoping that he would go with a prediction spell on our skeletons that he thought were going to come down, but don't end up playing them right there, so that's really good for us. And I'm going to go with my Hog Rider right here. Kind of waited a second on the Hog just in case he tried to go with like a Skarmy, and I kind of want to like scare him that we had like enough elixir for a log to log away his Skarmy. Really good Musketeer. They're actually going to put us right back in the lead right now, so that's really nice for us. And I think our cannon should do pretty well with his Skelly King right here. So yeah, pretty nice spot here. I'm going to cycle my Musketeer in the back, just kind of like blocking a potential miner or something like that. And he does play the pretty aggressive offensive more. Just going to go with an Ice Golem here and can get a pretty nice fireball here on his cannon cart as well as his mortar. Also a really good log there. Cannon cart is going to be kind of disabled, so I'm not really going to be able to do too much for him. And really nice Ice Spirit as well. I'm going to go with the Hog Rider right here. Musketeer should be able to finish off most of these minions, I hope, before they take out our Hog Rider. Going to force out that kind of high mortar by him, and I think our Musketeer just doing absolute work right here. Yeah, super good Musketeer, and we can go with another Ice Golem Hog Rider here. Musketeer somehow survived that whole interaction there. I have no idea how that happened. And a prediction fireball here. Not really going to hit anything, but it's still fun for us because sometimes you can just like cycle your fireballs as you can cycle an earthquake, kind of just like getting good chip damage on your opponent's tower. You might try to pressure with a minion horde here. Yeah, I was kind of expecting that after we wasted our fireball. We're already back to the fireball if we need it though, but I don't even think we need it. Can just like log right here. And with the ice golem and ice spirit, the minions are pretty much dead right there, so no need to really overspend on them. Kenan is going to survive at 1 HP there. It's going to stop his mortar pretty nicely here. And I'm going to go with an Ice Golem plus Hog Rider. Always good to go with the Ice Golem as well as the Hog Rider, because I know he has like Skarmy and stuff, yeah. So I think our Ice Golem is going to kind of take it out really nicely right there. Hog is going to get, wow, 2 shots right there. I have no idea how it got that second shot in there. Really nice Hog Rider. I feel like my Hog Riders always get that extra lucky shot in there, which is really nice for me. He's going to go with the Miner here, and he's going to use the Skeleton ability, because it's getting a little bit tricky right here. Going to log away his kind of extra skeletons there, and his cannon curve's going to get pushed back a little bit. So pretty good defense here, but we need like 2 more fireballs in his tower. Going to be a little bit sketchy to cycle fireballs since I know he does have like the kind of minion horde in his deck and like a few other good pressure cards. Not really going to get the king tower activation there against his mortar, but it doesn't really matter because it's still late in the game right now. And yeah, going to cycle my first fireball right there. Going to try to cycle back to another one as quickly as possible before he can really apply a lot of pressure on us. Going to get the fireball off, and that will be a good game. Alright, in the next match, we're going to be up against this guy. Pretty sure he's a Sparky player, so definitely not looking forward to it right here, but maybe you guys will enjoy it. I feel like Sparky's just like so annoying to face, but it can also be really satisfying to beat if you do end up winning it somehow. He's going with the Bats plus Zap there in our first Hog Rider. We're still going to get the really nice first shot right there, so that's a really valuable Hog right there. And I'm just going to kind of cycle my cheap cards. Like, he'll play like bait out with Sparky or like something like that, whatever his win condition is. He'll go with the Sparky in the back, so I'm going to go with the Fireball in it. I do know that like 2 fireballs plus a log does end up killing a Sparky, so we always have that kind of working to our advantage, getting like good tower chip damage in the process while we're killing the Sparky. And I'm going to set up an early cannon right here. Don't really want to play my Musk too early into his Sparky push, and now I'm going to set up my Musketeer here a little bit farther in the back. He's not really supporting it, not really too sure why. He does have Mirror Sparky right there, so that's going to be really tricky to defend. We wasted our cannon already, so that's not really going to be the best for us right here, but we do have almost another cannon back in cycle here. Just going to have to cycle my log to get back to it. But it is a Mirror Sparky though, so it's going to make it a lot harder to defend against like a level 16 Sparky. Hopefully we can still do a good job here. He's going to Bats though, right as we waste our Ice Golem, so that's not really ideal for us here, but I think our Musketeer should do a pretty nice job overall killing those Bats, and a really good Ice Spirit there as well, resetting his Sparky. The Musketeer should be able to finish off his Sparky, I think, and maybe we'll get a little bit of counter push off. He's going to Zap though, so not really going to do too much there. Pretty okay start though, really nice defense, and he's not really going to get too much damage on our tower right there. So yeah, just going to kind of chill out right here. I know it's going to be really difficult in double elixir when he starts like stacking those mirror Sparkies and stuff like that. So I'm going to cycle my Hog Rider right here. Hopefully get like a Hog hit or something, maybe put us in a little bit of a better spot. Unfortunately his mini Pekka will stop it really nicely for him though. Yeah, but the one nice thing here is that Sparky does usually like to go same lane as most decks, but we also have like the Fireball in our deck, so we can't really go same lane as us, I think, which is really nice for me. Yeah, because if he goes same lane as us, he's always going to give us that free Fireball damage on his towers, so that's really nice for us to kind of give him incentive to go in the opposite lane instead of the same lane. He'll go with the Mirror Giant here though. Wasn't really expecting that. I was kind of expecting the Mirror Sparky instead, but gonna hopefully deal with it pretty okay here, but it is really risky against these like Mirror Giants. I'm going to go with kind of low cannon, right? You can also go with the pretty high skeletons. They're kind of distracting his mini Pekka. Really good cannon though. Gonna do a lot of work for us right here. And I'm gonna cycle my Ice Spirit on his Sparky. He's going with the prediction arrows there. Came down a little bit late though. And Musketeer is gonna kind of do a lot of damage to his tower there in the left lane. So I'm gonna go with the Hog Rider right here, see what he's gonna play against it. He'll play a minion horde, which is pretty nice for me to be honest, because it does cost him 5 elixir and it doesn't really fully stop the Hog Rider either. You can just go with the high skellies here, also an Ice Golem, just to make sure it doesn't really do too much damage to our tower. So he's going to make the pretty smart play there of going with a Giant instead of like a Sparky in the back. It's not really going to allow us to get any nice Fireball value on his towers. But we also have to be a little bit careful of when we use our Fireball here, because I know he also has the minion horde in his deck, which could be pretty hard here, but I'm just going to select my Fireball pretty early on to make sure we can get back to another one for his minion horde, hopefully. Yeah, he'll play his minion horde right here. This could be really tricky though. His level 16 Giant is getting really close to our tower. I'm going to log away his Sparky right here. And yeah, his Mirror Giant's getting so much damage. Wow. He's like 400 damage a punch, dang. Okay, we're down actually a little bit right now, so I'm gonna go with an Ice Golem plus Hog Rider. Right? Even if he plays like a mini Pekka against it, should still get some damage on his tower, hopefully. Pretty annoying giant though, kind of body bulking our Hog Rider. Musketeer's chipping away though in the right lane though, so that's at least something nice for us. He does have like the mirror mini Pekkas right here, which is pretty crazy. He's gonna Sparky right at the bridge there in the right lane, hopefully trying to, hopefully we're gonna stop this pretty well. He's probably trying to just like overwhelm us right now, but I think we can defend pretty well. Gonna be able to defend pretty well right there. Gonna go with the Hog Rider right here, gonna go with an Ice Spirit as well. And yeah, sorry if I stumble over my words a little bit, I'm kind of just like going crazy over this game right now, so yeah, forgive me for that. Gonna go with an Ice Golem and the Skeletons right there against his mini Pekka. Gonna stop it pretty well here. Gonna go with the Hog Rider plus a log here. Hopefully like resetting his mini Pekka for a second. Unfortunately, it doesn't really work out too well for us though. So I'm gonna fireball his tower. It's getting pretty late in the game, so we kind of need to like just rely on spell cycle right now. Can't really like rely on getting too many hog hits against his mini Pekkas and stuff like that. A really good Ice Golem though. He's gonna go with the mirrored arrows here. I'm gonna go with the Hog Rider as well as a log to hopefully like reset his mini Pekka once again. Yeah, really good log right there. Gonna get one hog shot on his tower, so I'm gonna cycle my fireball there and should be able to get back to another fireball pretty soon. Gonna go with the Hog Rider right here, and I think that's probably gonna be a good game. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye!